moment I've been dreading a little bit. That's cutting the rails of the rest of Europe module, so I can finally remove the module. So let's hope this works. Well, let's cut. See if the gap's not too big. Alright, that's cut too. Things are going the other way on this track. I'm going to cut it this way. Well, it's the first time I've done anything like that. Alright, at least now I can actually remove the module. So we'll undo the electrics. So just removing bolts and skyhook. The module's loose. First time I've ever done a module. Well, it comes away. This is... Now let's see if we can get it back in place again. Again, first time I've ever built anything like a removable module. So, for me it's certainly the first time. Okay. Now the wedge should firmly get that in place. Let's see if the tracks line up. Yeah, not too bad. Alright, going back this way. I think this cut's okay. I think we're going to have to look at that cut. Okay, I'm going to continue testing this, see how it goes. Oh yes, weather outside, nice and miserable, cool and raining, so working on lots of little projects. A couple of container kits. Keybri, quite good. They've got a 40 and 20 foot container kits. These are 20 feet that I still need to make. The 40 feet, there were about 6 containers. Been painting them up a little bit, weathering them. Also detailing the door areas. And then decaling, transferring the markings. So I've also ordered decals with various logos. So the evergreen is going to go on the green one here. Hamburg Sud. I had some P&O. A dark blue container with P&O, Hapag Lloyd. The Hapag Lloyd I'll be putting onto this one. Lots and lots of wheels. Maybe you can read it. It's from Jim at Hover Motion. He's kind enough to send me a whole bunch of wheels. Thank you, Jim. I've used a few already. They're a little smaller than my than the replacement wheels that I use when I buy almost all my materials second hand off of the internet, and I'll quite often buy Pico, Roco, Lima wagons. They're generally a bit cheaper than Markland. But then I need to change out the wheels. I don't have to. Being 3-rail, I can use 2-rail or 3-rail. But also thanks to Jim. That was from this was ordered from Germany. Very good pricing. From these people. www.modelbahn-radsatz.de. And they do all types of wheels. 11 mil diameter, 24.75 millimeter axle. So there's quite a few different types, but they make them. So, another little project again. Ordering when I ordered decals, I also ordered graffiti. Made up some graffiti decals. And also numbers. These are white printed numbers and letters, because I am individually identifying all my rolling stock. Perhaps it's not completely prototypical, but then it's my railway, and this railway wants to have human readable numbers. Because on HO, the end is completely impossible, but to try and read a number on an HO vehicle is just hopeless. Again, this is towards the operations functions of the layout later on, when we'll be moving around wagons from industry to industry type thing. So S is basically steel. This is a steel coil car, and it's number 06. On both sides. This was a recent purchase, a second-hand Roco, and this is also a second-hand Roco, and this is S07. I'll be weathering them up slightly, already have a little bit, and we'll be then adding some graffiti decals. Because if you look around on the railways, more than half, way more than half, I'd say probably 70-80% of cars, particularly freight cars that you see on railways, have graffiti on them. So, brief update then. Here you can see the module rest of Europe has been taken down whilst I'm building the layout and walking in and out of the room a lot. I'll take the module out just to avoid having to duck. Anyway, Venlo Yard, as mentioned before, I'd run out of track, but I've scoured internet and through our local bazaar called Marktplaats, I was able to get some more track. So Venlo Yard is rail-wise complete. Not quite, because I can add another stub-in siding there just by adding a little section to the baseboard. When you're building a shelf layout, of course, you're building against the wall, then the building you need to go from the back to the front. So I've put up the backboards for a bit, or at least around the corner there. Need to make some clouds over the join areas. So once the backboard is in, then I can start working on the Venlo town scene here, which is basically the same as the other towns, Eindhoven and Amsterdam. It'll be a lot of mock-up photographs. Example, that's the Denisco plant, which was quite famous in Venlo. Bombed to bits in the war. In the 70s, I think it was still active as well, so it'll be part of the Venlo town scene. At the moment, I'm building here the incline that's necessary to get up to the Algemene module. Here, the Algemene module is about 4 centimeters above the baseboard level, so that the tracks can continue the climb here across the bridge, across the canal. And at the rear there, where all this rubbish is, that will be the VAM Bijster composting plant with a spur there for the household rubbish to go and to be recycled into compost. Coffee, of course, I can't work without coffee. There's a Y here, and a flex truck here. We'll meet up there. So this is the branch line, the Algemene branch line. This will not have overhead, at least for the time being, because it's goods trains, diesels, and that's the main line servicing the cities. And at the rear we've got the refinery complex. So I'm going to have a bit of train action with the main line through here. The local trains, local goods trains here. Buurtgoederenvervoer treinen. I've got a number of kitchen stands, so that can quite easily be done temporarily. There'll be a panel here for the refinery area. There'll be a panel there for this area. So Venlo Yard over there, you could have 2 or 3 people running trains here. That's